Young and new masters who have embarked on the path of spirituality, I hope their journey begins fast and speeds up as fast as possible. If you meditate regularly, you are nourishing and blossoming the divine within you. Although this may not be physically visible, but it transforms you from within and others around you. Now, I want this particular line to be ingrained into everybody so they understand the importance of meditation. If you don't mind, can you please repeat this line after me? If you meditate regularly, all of you please. You are nourishing and blossoming the divine within you. Although it may not be visible, but it transforms you from within and others around you. What do I mean by this? Now, Varun Daga was talking about the transformation. Yes, you definitely transform yourself, but you don't realize that you transform others around you. The level of energy which you carry after meditation, for example, you are going to a place where you think your work is not going to happen. When you meditate and walk into that place, although the opposite party may not be in a mood of saying yes to you, but looking at your energy, and he has no strength to say no to you. This is the actual power of meditation. Dr. Sheta was talking about limbic firing. He was talking about shallow breathing. He was talking of delta beta waves. I'm sure if you meditate regularly, everything inside you is going to change. Again, I will say it will not be visible, but it will definitely change and make you a very wonderful human being. Now, this is an inner journey where you can speed up as much as possible. It is all in your hands. Here, there is no traffic inside. There's no chance of collision or accident. So it all depends on you how much effort you want to put. Today, I'm here solely because of my wife and then Patriji. He's not here around because I've always been with him whenever he was there. And I used to speak holding a piece of paper, or always he would tell me, okay, introduce me and talk about your experiences. I would always write some notes on my phone and come. So once we were in Surat, we were sitting together. He said, speak. So I opened my phone. I wore my reading glasses. He took out my reading glasses, he took my phone away, and he put it in his pocket and said, do it. So this is how, when you are in the company of spiritual master, things keep changing. Now, Daga was talking about ego. When you are on the path of meditation, your ego starts burning like a candle. The candle slowly, wax dissolves, and the flame consumes the candle completely. So there comes a stage when there is no flame, there is no candle. In this exactly same way, if you meditate, your ego starts disappearing slowly. And what remains is only the true essence of yourself. I have benefited too much from being on this journey. We were on a trip to Egypt when Dr. Karthikeyan was with me. There we met one person from Gujarat, Porbandar. He said, I told him, I have too much fear that in my family, there's a condition of diabetes. Most of them are diabetes. So he advised to quit cooked food and start eating raw. I said, when do I start from? He said, today. So while in Egypt, I started eating raw. This practice I did for 8 continuous years. And the result is, diabetes has maintained a distance from me. Yeah. Dr. Daga, Varun Daga was also speaking of mind pollution. Now, meditation is the ultimate tool to reduce your mind pollution. The way we plant green trees and reduce the carbon footprint, in same way, meditation helps you to clutter your mind. If I start talking about benefits of meditation, I can write a book about it. But the fact is, this journey has taught me only one line. अगर आपकी ज़िंदगी को सरल बनाना है, अगर आपकी ज़िंदगी को सुंदर बनाना है, और अगर आपकी ज़िंदगी को सुलझा हुआ बनाना है, then you must be part of Buddha CEO Foundation, catch hold of or other senior master, and start moving ahead in life. When you do like this, you will realize आपके जीवन में रोशनी जगमग होगी और अंधेरे के लिए कभी भी जगह नहीं होगी. Thank you very much. Before I end, I would like to say I am carrying some books with me, which Dr. Patri sir has recommended us to read. I have read them. My wife has read them. Now I have got them and given it to Sudha. If anybody wants those books, can take benefit of it and please read them. Thank you.
The practice is meditation, but it's knowledge that liberates. So knowledge, how do we gain? Through the books. How do we gain? Through the friends, through the other meditators. So it's always been that satsang, sharing with everyone, constantly reading other masters' experiences, and of course practicing meditation. These 3 go in hand. If you do these 3, then there's a natural progression. As Jay was talking about, go with people. Go with like-minded, then we never fall behind, and they are always there shining the light for us. So thank you so much for your sharing your experience. And yes, Sumanji, he is a master that I met in Delhi. Amazing amount of social service he's been doing, and Gandhian philosophy. And I always tell her that Mahatma Gandhi must be over self. He's written 3 books on Mahatma Gandhi's values. And many ways lecturing everywhere all over the world around it. But now with meditation practice, I'm sure this great master is going to take, and truly the values become real in many institutes and everywhere. Please, your personal experience with meditation. The more we talk about our experience, I think the more people are going to enjoy the benefits.
So I'd like to begin by saying that a big difference between the East and the West is that the West has explored outer space, and they're all over the place on Mars, etc., spaceships, etc. And the East is known to have explored inner space. You go in within, and the yogis, we're known for all the meditation, the Upanishads, the Vedanta, this beautiful literature and practice of it. And I think I want all of you to give a big hand to Chandra sir, because he has really taken us on this odyssey of inner space and exploring inner space and finding yourself, and I have all gratitude for that. Really, another big applause for him. I must say that I have doing this 40-day program with Chandra sir, the first one when I did it, it was like coming home. I've always been spiritual since my early childhood, when I think tragedy makes you spiritual. So one of the most significant memories of my early childhood is my mother's funeral. when I was 6 years old. So it made me start thinking about what is life. And I was writing poetry about that. And then, when I met Chandra sir, I suddenly felt that what is life is, you get to know through this meditation. And I must say that started me on my spiritual journey. And where my husband is very spiritual too. So we did the Silva method of mind control. Then we did in the art of living, all the kriyas and everything. Then I even went to Coimbatore, the Isha Foundation, with Jaggi Vasudeva, then Vipassana, all of it. And then, but I must say that what I was looking for, I only found with Chandra sir. So that is why I take him as my spiritual guru, because that thoughtless state, that I can only get through this meditation. So I highly recommend that. With regard to the benefits, they're endless, but let me enumerate one or two, three actually. So first of all is that, I was really struck by the fact when he told us, of course, I'd heard it before, that we have almost 60,000 thoughts a day. And he said, we have to reduce that, so because every thought is energy. And I thought, my goodness, how much energy I'm wasting. And I also thought that, unconsciously or thoughtlessly I've done so much. Imagine if I'd been conscious, where I would have reached. So I took that very much to heart. And I must say that through regular practice of meditation, my, thoughts came down. And to be, that was a very big thing. The chattering in my mind stopped. It was such a constant chatter. Now when I look back on it, so that chattering in my mind stopped, and that made me get more energy and more focus, and was able to do things very quickly, could know what to do, which I always knew in some way, but this was very conscious then. So that's number one, that the chattering in my mind stopped. Then secondly, you must have all read the book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. Yeah, so that also, only through him, I could really understand the power of now and living in the moment. So I must say that it was maybe baby steps. And I really consciously started saying, okay, now I'm brushing my teeth, or, now I'm driving my car, now somebody's overtaken me, I'm not going to get angry. Maybe he's in a hurry just like I am, So I think just by living in the moment, that helped a lot. So that's another benefit. And through that also, the energy gets freed. Your energy gets freed, and you can do so many things with it. Then also conscious manifestation. I must say that I have been quite spiritual through my life, and I was greatly influenced since I'm a Gandhian scholar. And Gandhi, he was influenced by the Bhagavad Gita. He called it his spiritual reference book, his mother. And Gandhi was very irritating when I started reading him for my PhD, because he was taking vows all the time. And, also when I started studying Gandhi in my PhD, first of all, I must confess he was not my first choice of subject at all. I had wanted to do my PhD in the letter O, Yeah, but unfortunately, since my mother died when I was 6 and my father packed me off to boarding school, I studied with French and Belgian nuns of the Sacred Heart, and I knew French but not Sanskrit. So you can't do a PhD on the letter O without knowing Sanskrit. And when you are 22, you think life is going to be over if you spend 2 years studying Sanskrit. Now, of course, I know better. But anyway, but I knew that I have to lecture abroad one day, and I must do my PhD in an Indian subject. So I chose Mahatma Gandhi. कहते ना मजबूरी का नाम. And I just want to share with you that Gandhi was very irritating, because when I started my PhD on Gandhi, I was an atheist and I was a Marxist. So, of course, I grew up in a traditional Hindu household. Mandir hai, jyot jalti hai, navratri hote hain, Gita ka paath hota hai, but I didn't have a relationship with God, not at all. So I was an atheist. So the first thing that I read in Gandhi was that you can take away pluck out my eyes and I will live, pluck out my nose and I will live, pluck out my ears and I will live, pluck out any organ of my body, I will live. But if you take away my belief in faith, my faith in God, I will die. So I thought, my goodness, what is this? I don't believe in God. So it was really a very, and then, Gandhi is also very irritating. For everything, he takes a vow. For everything. For example, contest ki thi unhone Gita, na? By heart, he knew the Gita. You know how? every day he recited recited a shlok from the Bhagavad Gita, memorized it while brushing his teeth. So I thought, my goodness, this man. So I thought, now I have to study him. Let me also take a vow. And of course, I knew what the Gita is, na? Nani, Dadi, Nishkam, Karm, Ye, wo to malum hi tha. But I never had really read the Gita. So then I also took a vow, Wala Gandhi. I thought that I will not eat until I've read a chapter of the Gita. So there I was in the staff room. Bhook bhi bahut lagti thi when you're 22, you really want to eat lunch. So there I was reading in the staff room between classes. We used to have a university special bus and all that. But then anyway, to cut a long story short, there was one stanza in the Bhagavad Gita. Of course, mujhe bhi contest ho gayi. Naturally, jo padhoge sara time. And then there was one stanza in the Bhagavad Gita. I just this is a preface to, because Sir completed that journey for me. So usme Krishna कहते हैं Arjun को. I say it in English because Gandhi has also written a commentary on the Gita. It's called Anasakti Yod. He wrote it in Gujarati, and Mahadev Desai, his secretary, translated it into English. So then I went to the market. I bought from the Gandhi Peace Foundation the Gita according to Gandhi, and then I read that. So usme then there was this one shlok that really struck me. In that, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that, I quote from the Gita, as for those who worship me, thinking on me alone and nothing else, ever attached to me, chahe bura ho, chahe acha ho, I bear the burden of getting them what they need. So this really struck me. I thought, how can it be possible that, but the burden, you can only see it in a mother-child relationship, because maa ko malum hai, the baby doesn't say, change me, I'm wet, or feed me, I'm hungry. The mother, everybody's watching TV, but the mother can hear the baby cry. So I thought, burden is a very strong word. Anyway, I just want to share this with you. So this was about after reading the Gita for about 8 months to a year. So one day, it's a long time ago, that time we didn't have pipeline gas, and wo cylinder aata tha in Delhi, and they used to come with ton karke, you knew the cylinder man has come. So there were some people coming for dinner, and I ran out of gas. And that time we used to have stoves, which was terrible. Wo stove ko bharo, kya karo, all that. So I was so frustrated because I was having guests for dinner, and there I was stuck. So then I told Krishna, I said ki, pata nahi kya bakwas karti ho Gita mein, ki I bear the burden of getting you what you need. Tumhe dikhta nahi hai, mujhe kya need hai so kuch? I need a gas cylinder. So if you really bear the burden of getting me what I need, get me a gas cylinder. And you won't believe it that just a thought crossed my mind, and I heard that gas cylinder wala ka tan. So I looked down from my window, and there he was. And of course, मैंने 50 रुपए दिए, black में खरीदी. But there he was. He brought the cylinder to my home. So I thought, my goodness, ये तो पता नहीं. If you sometime, there is a saying by a very famous saying which says that sometimes when the body can be in any state, but the soul is on its knees. Tolstoy कहते हैं. So that's what happened to me. I was just sat there. I thought, ye hua kya, I suddenly got that cylinder, And then one more I'll share with you, because that is how I became a believer then. So then I was so stunned. So just in that year only, I lectured abroad a lot on Gandhi. India में कोई सुनना ही नहीं चाहता, but बाहर तो बहुत लोग बुलाते हैं, पैसे भी अच्छे देते हैं, 5,000 euros for one workshop. So anyway, so I had gone abroad in Sweden, and I always lecture in a sari when I am abroad. So मैंने वो pin रखना भूल गई थी, पल्ले पे लगाती है pin sari में. So there again I was very frustrated. There was no one else at home. My Swedish friend had gone, and I again told Krishna कि ये क्या हुआ? अब मेरे पास pin ही नहीं है, तो करूँ क्या? फिर तुम कहती हो you bear the burden, अब कुछ करो. Now I really mean it. I was so serious about this. So you can't believe it. जब मैंने बाहर गई और मैंने वो बंद किया, उसका दरवाज़ा ना ऐसे बंद हो जाता था. So I just looked on the threshold. Believe me, there was a pin. So I don't know how it came. I just picked it up, and something happened. Then of course I went to the washroom and I went for my lecture in the university, put it on. So that is how my spiritual journey started, my faith. So it went on, and then also, Gandhi ji ki.
Now meditation.
Yeah. So it just come to that. I had to give this preface because I already had this faith and you cemented it. So anyway, so then Gandhi कहते हैं कहीं एक जगह कि faith is the only reality for me. So as to wonder, faith, how can be a reality? But today I can say faith is really the highest reality for me. And then Chandra sir came along, and then the meditation came along, and that cemented my faith. And it was very easy to come along with him. He's such a great master, as we all know, and the technique is so simple, and I love the way he explains everything. I remember the first time that you explained how thoughts become reality through that, experiment which he showed. So that's we've all gone through that. So it really helped me a lot. And I think I should just say one more thing, that I've benefited a lot through manifestations. And my first conscious manifestation, which I benefited from, I'll just share that with you, and then I'll stop. So, as Sir told you, I run this NGO called Shanti Sahyog, and we run on donations. So for Diwali, I had asked somebody to give. I have a staff of 35, so they were going to give me a gift for the staff. Gifts, 35 gifts. So the last minute, this lady called me and said that this time it's not possible. I've just come from abroad. So then I thought, now 2 days left for Diwali, upon dega kisko bolo donation ke liye. So then I just manifested, that that Diwali is there and my staff is getting gifts. And can you believe it? The next day, the day I sort of manifested this in my meditation, one man called me that I'm talking from Mr. Jain's office in Defense Colony in Delhi. So I said, why? He says, wo sir ki na mother ka dehant ho gaya, she's died. And she has left 2 big suitcases, one full of sarees and one full of shawls, unused, bilkul new. So I said, but why are you sending it to me? He says, no, he was wanting to give it to an NGO, and I don't know why he liked your NGO. So do you mind if I can bring it to you? So where will I mind? So he really brought, बताइए, तो रात को मैनिफेस्टेशन, पहले दिन मैनिफेस्टेशन की और अगले दिन, तो ये पहली चीज़ हुई जो बहुत बड़ी वाली थी. And there were really this box full of new shawls और सेमी पश्मीना, गहरी शॉल नहीं थी. तो सारे स्टाफ को दी, वो नंबर 1 शॉल पे लगाया, 1 किसी को दिया, like that. And that was also very strange. I didn't want to give the best one to my program officer or something. But really people got the one that I wanted them to get, but through the systematic thing. And then of course I had also told the universe at that time that we have 20 years of running Shanti Sahyog. So we always give 501 rupees to our staff for their birthday. So I said, इस बार मेरा बड़ा मन है साड़ियाँ दूँ. So the other box full of saris. So now that 1 sari for every person I'm giving on their birthdays. So I just out of the blue, the next day this happened, this manifestation. There are many more, but I'll stop here. So I must say that manifestation really works. And of course, sir is going to give a whole talk about this. And thoughts do create reality. So I have personally benefited a lot. Also, I think, I'm still reacting, but I think the response factor is much, much better. At least I become conscious. And if I'm going to say something, ki nahi, ye nahi bolna chahiye, and then it so from that point of view, then obviously your relationships improve. My staff is also quite surprised ki ma'am ko gussa nahi aata, pata nahi kya ho gaya. So, and also teaching them meditation now, and also to us slum domestic violence victims, we work with them. So trying to spread and of course, to sir's credit, he came with Vani ma'am and saw our NGO, and he made 5-year-olds do meditation. So taking a leaf from his book, I think it's very inspiring. And I'm so happy to be part in this team.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm the youngest boy, just 3 years and 4 months old boy in the meditation journey. Okay. I'm not the senior masters like them. But in this 3 years and 4 months, out of 3 years and 4 months, my journey with Chandra sir about 3 years and 1 month. Okay. In 2021, sometime in the October, I met him the first time actually. I should say, of course, everyone got affected because of the COVID and all, but we should say thanks to the COVID. During the pandemic, what to do and all, that time actually I went to Vipassana course. I attended 10 days meditation course, but I did not get the good grip on the meditation and all. But I was able to sit for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes like that. but still I was struggling. I was not clearly focusing on, my breath, and my thoughts were coming and all. That time, luckily, thankful to uh, Pratap Garu and Sudha Madam, they introduced Chandra sir. I met them actually in their first time in their house. Chandra sir actually he always correlate with the science. He said that we are nothing but energy, 99.99%, 0.0001% is the matter. First time somewhere there I connected with Chandra sir. Then after that I attended his online program like 40 days. Then I was able to sit for every day like 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening after attending the 40 days program. Before that, I was unable to do that. When I put the timer or anything like, 30 minutes, when it will finish like that, I was looking for that. But after attending the 40 days, I was able to do meditation. Most of the time, I was able to focus on my breath, and I was going slowly to thoughtless state actually. I don't say that my thoughts drastically reduced, but the percentage drastic improvement is there, and focus is there, okay, and courage is there, okay. So all this purity is there. So many improvements I've seen in the last 3 years in my meditation journey. And I attended his workshops also. Every workshop I had got very good experience actually. The first workshop in Abu Dhabi, we attended it, and you believe it or not, all my body cells were dancing actually, top. I could feel that actually, really I enjoyed that energy almost, was keeping very active. Generally, I was in the sleep and all, I need more sleep, almost like 8 hours, 9 hours and all. That day, those programs were hectic, from morning like 8 o'clock to like night 9, 10 o'clock were there. But I was very energetic. Even 3-4 hours sleep was good enough actually, those days when I attended the workshop. That was a great memory for me, and based on that motivated me a lot. Because of my work and all, I can't focus much, so that's why my wife Khanna is active master full time. She teaches the meditation to the many people online and directly also. She do that, and this year also in the March we had another workshop actually in Abu Dhabi. There was a walking meditation. That was the first very different experience. I think approximately 1.5 hour. One should feel that actually, if I explain the mango taste, I cannot, you can't feel the taste, right? The same, you should eat mango and then you should feel the experience. That 1.5 hour mango experience, walking experience, walking meditation experience, that was amazing actually. Amazing. It's really very energetic. In the desert we did it. That is also a great thing actually in my experiences actually. So overall, I am very happy. I am enjoying the meditation and my thoughts reduced. And moreover, every time whenever I attend the workshop, every day they give some cool, tokens. And that tokens always, correlate to me. So today I got that, I did not know that actually I am the participate in the panel. Suddenly Chandra sir said that just now, just lunchtime he told me that. Then I got a little bit panic. Oh, I have not prepared. What should I speak? What is this? Like that I was thinking that. But what is the coupon? I got it, token I got it, courage. Okay. Now I was able to, I think I could explain whatever my experiences, everything. So that's all. Thank you very much, Chandra sir. Thank you.
Thank you.